Gab, I'd like to stay with you to talk about another Frenchman, one of your favourite subjects, Paul Pogba, because he's been the speculation when it comes to transfers. Will he be returning to Juve? Tuttosport to say Juve, Pogba is there. This was an exclusive World interview with Mino Raiola. We know that this paper can be very gossipy. We know it's pro-Juve, but do you see this return happening, Gab?
I mean, it's very simple. As we've said before, Manchester United have not offered him a new contract. Mino Raiola has come out and said that Pogba wouldn't sign a new contract if he were offered one right now. So obviously the logical thing is to move him on. But the issue here for Juventus is they have a major liquidity problem. They can't put a lot of money on the plate to go and sign Paul Pogba. So they have to come up with something in exchange that Manchester United might want. And if you look at Juventus's players, oh look, they have a guy who's 18 months away from free agency as well, Paulo Dybala. Could you put him in a package for Paul Pogba? I don't know. I think that's going to be difficult because I'm not sure that's a guy that United necessarily need. Are you going to try to stick somebody else in there? You can offer them Bernardeschi. I don't think Juve would want to give up somebody like De Ligt, who United certainly could use. And of course, who's also represented coincidentally perhaps, by Mino Raiola. I don't know. I think it's going to be really, really tough. I think something may happen in the summer, and this would involve probably some acrobatics, maybe Pogba changing his wage demands, maybe Mino, dropping his price or putting some kind of release clause in there. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up maybe with him getting a one-year extension just to preserve his price if he can't get a move now. Otherwise, he runs the clock down to free agency and he goes wherever he likes.
Well, let's go back to the Norwegian Players Union. Jan, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, his manager at Manchester United. Do you think he'd like to keep hold of him, Paul Pogba?
Well, he wants the good Paul Pogba to stay, not that Paul Pogba is just hanging around, because things are changing at Manchester United as well. And I agree with Gab when he's saying that things can also change in terms of his contract there, because at 1 week, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is gone, and the next week he is the main challenger for the title. So things may change in and around Manchester United as well. And yes, I can hear Raiola say he won't sign a new contract. Well, Don King, the boxer promoter, he always said that, and they all ended up signing contracts, didn't they? So I can see things changing around. Paul Pogba at his best, the world champion, is needed at Manchester United, but they need a good Paul Pogba.
Jan, and just for you, is this a player that's needed at Manchester United? Jadon Sancho.
Well, I think that after Manchester United tried to get him, after they put all the deadlines in the world, but they didn't put all the money in the world, Manchester United, Jadon Sancho could fit into any club. The latest from Germany as well is that Jadon Sancho is also linked to Liverpool. We just waited for that to come forward, with Jurgen Klopp being the best mate of the CEO Watzke of Dortmund. But Jadon Sancho, after he got all the phone calls from Manchester United, he can't hit the goal. He scored now one or two, but he's not at the form that he used to be. But Jadon Sancho, I think it's for Manchester United exactly the player they need. A player that can excite the fans all around the world. At the moment, they got a lot of good players at Manchester United, but not too many exciting us. So that kind of winger, yes, Jadon Sancho would be a perfect Manchester United player.
Jules, we spoke about Erling Haaland sticking around a little longer at Dortmund as he continues to develop his game. Do you think it would be something that benefits Jadon Sancho to do as well?
Yes, although obviously the contract situation are very different. And also I think that in his mind, Sancho was probably gone last summer. I think he prepared himself to go. He wanted to go to United. He wanted to leave Dortmund. And that's why maybe we don't see the best Jadon Sancho so far this season. Because I think mentally, when the transfer that you want doesn't happen and you have to stay where you want, not that Dortmund is a bad place to be right now, but I think he had prepared himself so much to move out of Dortmund, to go back to England, to go to Manchester and in the Premier League, that maybe psychologically he was just not ready for the start of the season. And I'm sure we see a better Sancho in the second half of the season, but I'm sure that deeply he still wants to go to United.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.